If you're hearing this, I need you to count the lights. Don't stop counting. The moment the numbers don't add up, that's when it knows you're awake. Welcome back to the archive. I'm the one who listens to the recordings nobody else will. The file I'm about to play you was recovered from a water-damaged phone, found inside a maintenance closet that, according to the floor plans, does not exist. The recording starts ordinary. Footsteps. A man humming to himself. Daniel is checking ventilation on the lower floors. Nothing unusual for a building this old. Then there's a sound. He describes it on the tape as a pop. Not loud, more like the feeling of your ears equalizing in an elevator. And after that pop, his footsteps change. They stop echoing. Carpet's wet down here. Who carpeted a basement? He's not afraid yet. That's the part that stays with me. On the recording, Daniel walks for almost a full minute, still humming, before he says the thing that made me listen to this tape 40 times. Hold on. This hallway. Wasn't this long a second ago? He tries to go back. Of course he does. He retraces his steps. Left, through the door he came in. But the door doesn't open onto the stairwell. It opens onto another yellow room. Same wallpaper, same damp carpet, same buzzing lights. He does it again. Same room. Again. Same room. Daniel was a practical man. You can hear him trying to stay calm, narrating to his own phone like a logbook entry. He starts counting the lights overhead. I'll count the lights so I know if I'm walking in circles. 41 lights to the end of the hall. He walks it, turns around. 43 lights back. 2 more lights than there should have been. He counts again, slower. 46. The hallway is getting longer while he stands still inside it. That's when his voice drops, and he says something I think about every single night. There's no dust here. Everything looks abandoned, but there's no dust. Like the rooms are new, like they were just made. For me. Hours pass on the recording. Daniel rations his phone battery, recording in short bursts. And in those bursts, the building starts giving things back to him. He finds objects. A coffee mug, still warm. A lanyard with someone else's photo on it. A child's crayon drawing of a yellow room, taped at exactly his eye level, that he swears wasn't there 10 seconds ago. And then, voices. Not threatening. That's what makes this tape so hard to listen to. The voices are familiar. He hears his sister calling his name from 2 rooms over. He hears his own mother, who he tells the phone has been dead for 6 years, humming the song he was humming when he first fell through. I know it's not her. I know that. But if I follow it, at least I'm not counting anymore. He almost goes. And then he stops. And he laughs. This awful, tired laugh. And he says, "No. No. The lights. Count the lights. As long as the numbers are wrong, I'm still me." The final segment of the recording is 91 seconds long. His battery is nearly gone. His voice is steady again. He says he's found a room with a single dark light at the end of it. Every other bulb in the building hums and flickers. This one is silent. Off. The lights are how it watches. It adds them when it's hunting. But this one's dark. This one isn't watching. If there's a way out, it's through the dark. You hear him walk toward it. The buzzing rises, louder, louder, swelling into something with a rhythm, something approaching. And then the recording captures total silence. 4 full seconds. And out of that nothing, Daniel whispers one last thing. The numbers add up now. Before I close this file, I want to tell you the 3 things about this recording that I have never been able to explain. The first is the timestamps. Daniel's phone recorded for 9 hours and 40 minutes, but the building's own cameras show him walking into that basement corridor and walking back out, alone, unhurt, 14 minutes later. 14 minutes on their clocks, nearly 10 hours on his. The second is the audio itself. When I sent the file to a sound engineer, she found something underneath Daniel's voice. A second layer, faint but constant. It is the sound of someone counting, slowly, patiently, in a voice that is almost Daniel's, but always 2 numbers ahead of him. When he says 41, the layer underneath has already reached 43. And the third thing, the thing I don't tell most people. In the last 90 seconds of the recording, after Daniel walks toward that dark light, his phone's front camera switches on by itself. For one frame, a single frame, it captures the room behind him. And the hallway he was so afraid of, the one that kept growing. In that frame, it isn't empty. There are doorways, dozens of them, and standing in each one, perfectly still, watching him walk away, is Daniel. The same man, the same uniform, every doorway, all of them counting. I've looked at that frame more times than I'd like to admit, and every time I do, there is one more doorway than there was before. The phone was found 3 weeks later by a different engineer in a closet that, again, should not exist. Daniel's employer has no record of him being scheduled that night. His sister confirmed he never came home. The building was quietly sold and gutted 4 months later. I've listened to a lot of recordings. Most of them I can explain. This one, I can't. But I've started doing something, late at night, when the office is empty and the only sound is the lights overhead. I count them, and so far, the numbers always add up. This has been The Archive. If you have a recording that can't be explained, you know where to send it. And if you're somewhere right now with fluorescent lights humming above you, do me a favor. Count them. Subscribe so you're here when the next file surfaces. And keep counting.